Well, here we go. We're back into this painting, eh? Playing around with it. I've gone a little bit far here before realising that that I need to put my little camera on it so I can keep a little bit of recognition of what the hell's going on here. And you know, look, while I'm doing this painting, I'm not copying the photo. I'm moving a little bit of paint around. I'm trying to catch an atmosphere, don't get me wrong, of the painting. And I need to get some, I need to get a little bit more dark in there somewhere. So what I'll do is get a bit of that. Ultramarine blue, a little bit of magenta of the same amount, a little bit of cad yellow, same amount. I'm going to put a little bit of burnt umber in there because I want to darken it up a bit. But I still want to have the green, that greeny sort of look to it in certain places. I don't know where I want to go. I'm just going to play around. I might put a little bit more lemon yellow, cad yellow in there, and just move a bit of, I don't know, just mould it around, And mind you, I'm using an old brush, one that's been bent up a bit, alright, so, you know, I'm not using one of the ones that one of my good brushes. I'm using an old one, so here, and I'm just pushing the colour around, just trying to, you know, just trying to get that something working with that little bit of beautiful part about the painting is you're creating yourself. This is your version of the painting that I see, and every single painter that paints this picture, if they were to paint this picture, is going to paint it different. You know, what knowledge you have of your colour, and your lights and your darks, and you know, is what makes the painting. And even doing this section here, doing this bit, is quite relaxing too. Just moulding paint around. You know, you don't have to be too fussed, but remembering that you must have a similar character of colour if you're going to create the painting that I'm trying to do. And the main emphasis of this painting is the trunk of this tree, not this background. I'm going to play around. I'll play around with this colour for hours here. I can play around with this for hours. I've done another version of this where the photo was a bit flat in colour, and I'll show you that one too. It'll be the same, exactly the same painting, but it'll be in a different phase of colour and values. You know, so it's you can paint the same painting 100 times, it'll be all different. Emotionally, how I feel about the painting when I'm moving around the colour, and oh God, that's a big way back, that when I move back on that. But and in the photo here, it's got little green bits, little tiny flakes of green. So what I'll do, I might even put a little bit of raw sienna, sirloin blue, I should say. And I'll just bring some life into the little bit of titanium white maybe in amongst that all, eh? Eh? And yeah, just bringing a little bit of life to the colour. And I'm not going to keep it all the same. I'm not going to turn it into Luna Park with a whole pile of variety of colours. I'm just going to keep the colour similar. You can see that I've just yellowed this bit up here a bit, and I'll put a little bit of that over here to balance it out. I'm not copying any of these bushes or getting involved with trying to copy leaves or anything. I'm just putting colour. Whoops, what I feel in my own emotional feelings about this painting. Yeah. And even a little bit in there, I don't care, just something to cover up some of the spots a little bit, you know. I may even put a little bit of blue in that, going up, a bit of that sky colour, just up in here. Just bringing it up to a bit of the, just a bit of a dab of sky colour in amongst that green. Oh, yeah, alright. Okay. Right, and we can play around with this later on if I want to. If I want to do a little bit more dabbing around in there. What I'm going to do is draw in a few little, a few more little branch strokes. And we might even need a couple more dark ones there too. Bring them down in there. See that? Like, just keep the paint so that it's a little bit runny. Right. Yeah. So really we're just doing our bit, just putting a few little twigs, or little branches in here. Couple of dark ones in there, maybe a little bit closer to the little bit of ochre. We might just play that one in there a bit. Have one a little bit closer, you know what I mean? Alright, I can take that one down in there. Right. And oh, I don't know, look, you've got to excuse me when I'm talking on here, I'm painting, I'm in another world at times, and you know. What we'll do is just get a little bit of, oh geez, that power of that sun coming through that roof. I like the way your sparkling earrings lay beneath your skin so brown, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, okay. And when you, beautiful part about the small tight branches, when your paint's wet underneath it and you've got a nice fine brush and your paint's gone a little bit dry over the, you know, a little bit dry underneath, you can put those little fine twigs in there, you know, and yeah. We've got a few little black or dark branches around going in different directions, you know. Oh, that's got a bit of blue in it there, see. Sometimes just that little bit of a different colour can make a difference. Make a difference. Oh, I don't like that. But anyhow, we're going to do. Oh. Well, you know, you know. We know what's going on. Oh yes, I do. Eh? Right. And I'm happy with the way that little area coming. I'll probably do a little tiny tint here and there with a bit of light in the things, but that's looking good. And I'm sort of happy. I don't need to be copying. I might even bring a little bit of the sky through here and there. Got those black branches there. I don't know, they might work well. Down through there, maybe. Yeah. Alright. Right. I like that little bit that's coming off there, just near the you know, that broken bit of branch. I reckon if I put a little bit of light in there, right, take that down there and put a little bit of pink in there, maybe. Yeah, we might have to bring a little bit of dark background through there. Tell you what we'll do. What are we going on to? We're going on to about 15. I'm going to try and capture a little bit of that colour. And I'm just going to try and see if I can get a little bit of life in that colour. So that, I'm going to have a cuppa. I've done 20 minutes, half hour. And I just think that looks brilliant. If I just do that. You know how the light goes on the edge there? I want that light to really stand out. See that? I reckon it might even need a little bit more lemon yellow or something. Wow, gotta have something in there. I've got my hands over the top. I know I'm covering it over while I'm trying to paint it. I'm just trying to pull some of that paint over. You know what I mean? Whoop, keep it on the line. A little bit of cat orange in amongst there. Okay. And we'll just see if we can't get that back in there. Oh, I like it. Then we've got to take got to try and get a little bit of white in there. Try and get that whitish yeah, I don't know. Got a lot of nice light in this room, that's one thing. So when I'm seeing my paint, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So you know what I mean? So you can... And believe me, it is so important. Oh man, that's burning. I'm gonna get a little bit of light on that one. And even a little bit in there. And so, because what I'm doing is, I'm not copying, I'm using a little bit of creative doing a little bit of creativeness in there with it. I can go dark in here, I'm going to bring a bit of light in there. What I'm going to do is get one of these sable brushes, if I can find one. Where are we? We've already gone to 20 minutes. We've already gone to 20. But, so I don't think it'll go much further than that. I'll hear a bip in a minute. Um, Alright. I like that. I've gone 30 minutes, but I'm going to go a little bit longer because that's a dark one there, but that's got a bit of light in it too. There's a little bit of white in there. A little bit windy outside. We've got some little light greys in there. I might even pinch a bit of that sky colour and just put a little bit of that in there too, so I know where that is, because that's very light. That's very light. That I want that. Uh-huh. Oh, I think we might just leave that so I can have a bit of a look at it down the track. Eh? And, you know, but, you know, you don't need a whole pile of scenery to make up a painting. You can pick out your own little tree, and if you can't get the composition right with the thing, you can at least play around with your colour and give yourself, you know, that to me is just brilliant, the way that colour is sitting on that tree. So it gives me that feeling of that tree, you know. I'll play around in here and do a little bit here and there, but where do you stop? You know, this painting is going to take me more than 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, even this painting itself. So there's a bit of work involved. But I won't be working on this one, I'm going into another one, because that's how I keep myself interested for the day. I'm just thinking, how would that look? Because I think that was the first inspiration of this painting in the beginning. You know what I mean? But doing this with this colour, I wonder how that works with it. Eh? You know? We put that up there, like that. I don't know. Yellow looks alright. But I must find another nice colour to go with that. This one's down in Vic Park, and I done part of this on YouTube. That's that wattle down at the thing there, but that's going to go in that frame. It's the gold frame, suits with the gold leaves and stuff. But anyhow, that's where that one is, and And this one's down in Vic Park too. It's one of my favourite little spots, Vic Park, and it has been for years. The river area and the trees. So yeah, and yeah, there'll be a magpie in this one too. So anyhow, I'll leave it at that with that painting, because there's a fair bit of film on this one, up to this stage actually. So I'll turn that